Okay, no problem. We'll see. I will try to cover whatever possible for 30 minutes. Okay. So finally, I will enter to the day two of the AWS. So that is the first
No,
service
you
in.
don't need to. You don't need to hurry up, Shiva. But I have already those assignments that you have created. You have asked. I have already created my account also. I have created account and
Your account is active.
just browsed. Yeah, account is activated.
Okay. You thoroughly
So
understand
you can.
task as well, correct? The assignments which are provided.
Yeah. Examples you have provided. I'm able to access.
Okay, that's cool then. So then we'll proceed today's one. So today assignments you can do and you can trace it in one of the document and you can upload it
Okay.
to one of the Google Drive and you can share me the access so that I can
Okay.
validate
Sure.
it. Okay. For today's ones.
Okay.
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 Okay. We'll go through the today's agenda. So today we're going to discuss about IAM foundations. So this IAM topic are divided into 2 days, today and the next day. So we'll see whatever possible for today we'll cover up, not hurry up. Like very slowly we'll go whatever possible we'll cover up those things today. Okay. So the majorly, so this is the agenda first. Lesson overview if we talk about, we'll understand first what is IAM, how IAM will work, what are the components are there in IAM. Then we'll start some hands-on projects related to this IAM, like creating users, groups, and policies, roles like that. Then best practices also will go through. Then where this real-world example will come up for IAM. Where are we going to use this IAM? Then what are the common industry scenarios we'll get and what type of interview questions might ask with respect to IAM. Then post that we'll go for your assignments. Moving. So first thing we'll see introduction about the IAM and the security in the AWS. So what is IAM then? Remember, IAM is a very predominant service in AWS, not only in AWS, in all the cloud providers. This IAM is a first service and most secure service. Every place the terminology will be same. Remember, in Azure, GCP, Oracle Cloud, every place you can go, the predominantly the service name will be same, the working principle also same, and along with the things what you are doing, that's also same only. Then what is different means the place you are creating the resources only different. For example, you are using AWS, you are getting resources in AWS. Azure means in Azure IAM you are going to create like that. Okay, but it's common. AWS identity and access management. Remember, IAM or IAM, the terminology will be identity and access management. Enables you to securely manage access to AWS services and resources. That means this IAM is going to provide you to securely managing the access. Means somebody will provide access to you and along with resources what they provided the access, right? Those resources you can able to access. So providing the permission, providing the access and along with permissions, both will be managed by this IAM. Then why is IAM is important? Like what point of view IAM is important? Because IAM is considered security part, I said, right? Security is very important for any of the essential organization. Any company you take, security is very important. And restricting the access, providing the access, granting the access, managing the security vulnerability things. This is very crucial part as part of the IAM. So first you can think granular access control. The word granular nothing but this will going to provide limited access only. Granular means limited access. Restrict the permissions based on our user roles. Means based upon the profiles, user profiles. These granular permissions can be provided. For an example, you are the director, then your colleague will be manager, then below that guy will be team lead, then below that guy will be developer, another guy is admin, another guy is sales guy. Like this, multiple roles will be there in the organization. Correct. Based upon their roles, the permissions will be granted. For example, if I talk, senior folks having higher access, junior folks having limited access, like that. And the second point, secure authentication. We use the word MFA in the last class. Correct. You maybe recall, you can able to recall that word MFA. Why do we need MFA? What is the significance of MFA? We'll enforce MFA. That means multi-factor authentication. What is this? Nothing but this is the second layer of protection to the AWS account. What is the first layer then? First layer is your username password. First layer is username password. Second layer is MFA, multi-factor authentication. What exactly this is going to do? Like for an example, I think you already logged into your AWS account. Am I correct, Ranga? I mean,
Yeah.
you tried already yesterday, maybe before yesterday, you tried to log into the account. So what are the things it's asked to log in? While login, what are the things it's asked? Most probably username, email address, then password. Am I correct?
Yes. Email address and password. Yes.
Correct. Other than this two, nothing else. Correct. But
Yeah.
it might ask security check or something, captcha check. Okay. But
Okay.
when we enable this MFA, it will ask username, email address, password. After enter the successful password, it will ask for a OTP. Where do we get this OTP? That's what we are going to do it on the MFA, right? MFA will deal with us to enable the token, the secret OTP. So every time you will get some number from your mobile number with some app, that number you need to enter and you need to log in. If you enter the wrong number, the OTP you enter the wrong OTP means it won't allow you to log in. So why do we need this? If you think, remember, anybody can able to theft your username and password, your email address and password. Somebody standing behind you and while typing, if they trap you that username and password means definitely they can able to log in. But do it if the person theft this username and password and the person logged in. So now you think your debit card is there, the services will be enjoying by other guy, correct?
Yeah.
Then you will get the bill. You might be wonder, I am not at all using this many services. Why I need to pay this much bill? Correct.
Right.
Then where is security? There is no security then.
Yeah.
That's the place this OTP will come into picture. So if I enable the OTP, definitely the person theft this username and password also cannot theft your OTP because there's a time-based OTP. Every few seconds the OTP will change.
Yes.
Like this is a security. Then least privilege principle. Remember, this is a very critical word people used to talk in the DevOps world. What is this least privilege access? Nothing but what exactly you need. That only we need to grant. Nothing extra, nothing lower. For example, if you went to the restaurant, what exactly you need, that much only you will order, right? Same way, while granting the permissions also, what user requested, what exactly user need, that much only will be granting. That is called as a least privilege access. Assign only necessary permissions. Then this particular users, when you grant the access, when the person logged into the account, that guy can do many things with respect to their permissions. But how do you keep a track on that? Like how do you monitor the use case and how do you monitor the person's inability? So that's the place auditing and compliance will come into picture. So monitor the activity using AWS Cloud Trail. There's a specialized service in the AWS, that is AWS Cloud Trail. Will use that service to monitor end to end. Okay.
So AWS Cloud Trail is a separate service.
Separate service available. We make using that. We used to monitor. For example, from you type username, email address, and password, and you click on sign in. From there onwards, complete in AWS account, whatever you access, whatever you click, everything will be counted as a event. Where we can see that in the Cloud Trail.
Okay. Okay. Sure.
Hope it's clear for why IAM is important. Is clear for you?
Yeah. Understood.
Okay. Then IAM dashboard and quick overview will see quick access to all IAM features, security status, MFA enabled, credential rotation, root account status, best practices. Those things we'll discuss. Okay. So let me get into the AWS account, search for IAM. Look at Ranga. So like this, once you log into the AWS account, right? This is the brand new logo which we discussed already. So if I get a search bar, in this search bar, I can search for IAM. Take the first option, IAM. Mine is not a root account. This is the IAM user account. Okay. So can you able to see this option? This is the IAM. We are on the dashboard. Okay. First we'll look for the left side things. Then we'll come to the mid-level things and the right side things. Okay. This is a quick overview only. In the dashboard, it will going to show all the components which are there in the IAM. And there are divided into two parts. This dashboard has been divided into two parts. One is access management parts, like whom you want to grant the access. That the access can be granted from here only. These options are there, these options only. Then once you grant the access, if at all you want to track as a resources as a reports, you want to track them as a via reports, then access reports can be used. This is the two subcategories will be there in the dashboard. So for example, first if you look at user groups will be there, users will be there, roles, policies, identity providers, account settings, root access management. Those are the essential things day-to-day wise you're going to use as part of the access management with IAM. Access reports also there, but it's quite rare case, rarely using access analyzer, external access, and unused access analyzer settings, credential report, organization activities, service control policies, resource control policies, like this. Those are there, but limited time only we used to access them. Then we'll come to the middle of the screen. We'll be discussing security best practices, correct? There you can see, if you check your account, when you log into AWS account and when you search for IAM, definitely this particular one will be red color for you. Like this.
Okay.
Why like that? Because till now you didn't enable MFA. So where to enable MFA? Yeah. MFA can be enabled for two things. One is for root user, another one is for IAM users. Okay. So since I am an IAM user, for me I didn't enable it. But root user is enabled. Root is a different guy. Okay, that guy is enabled, but I didn't enable it. That's the reason. Can you see this security consider recommendation is getting up 1? Why it's getting 1 means because I didn't enable.
One doubt, Shiva. The purpose of enabling MFA is one of the security. We have enabled root user for MFA for root user. What if someone gains access to your normal username? Still, they will be able to use all the services and make up the bill, right?
Correct. This root user have everything now. Okay. Even our root user have everything. Same way for me also have everything. Okay. But still there is a limitation is there for me. Even I am the administrator access in this particular account, but still I cannot see the billing. Okay. And also this root, if assume that if I forget my password, simple.
Okay.
The password which I'm used to log into this user, right? If I forget, I don't have any option to reset myself. Still, even I am administrator, I don't have a permission to do the reset. Then what I need to do? I need to approach this root user.
Okay.
This guy only have the access. Even if you can think, I enabled MFA, this check is passed. Okay. But I lost my mobile. Somebody theft my mobile. Then
yeah, that is exactly my question, Shiva. Because you told MFA is used to secure, right? I understand it's for securing.
Exactly.
If I don't get access to your root user, okay, you have MFA enabled. What if I get if I am able to log into your normal user, still will I be able to use
question is valid.
Use your resources?
I'll tell you. Remember, this root user MFA is there, right?
Yes.
This is different MFA, and this users you're going to enable MFA, right? This is different MFA.
Yes.
Not same.
Okay.
Suppose assume that you are the root user, then you are the IAM user again. You create another IAM user. Okay, assume that. Okay. So such moment you will generate two MFAs, correct? One for root, one for normal user. So same app, two codes will coming. One for root, one for normal user. You cannot put normal user code in root and you cannot put root code in the normal user. It won't work because everything is a time synchronized base. That is we used to call RSA algorithm. That algorithm is very tight security and cannot be manipulated.
Okay.
Both the codes looks like same, but cannot be same. The structure will be same. Number count will be same, but numbers cannot be same.
Okay. Again, same question only. What I'm just asking, what if I gain access to your username, Shivananda? Okay. for some reason I am able to log into your not root account, normal account. If I log in,
Hmm?
let's assume you didn't enable MFA, but if I was able to log into your account,
Correct.
still I can use all the servers and other thing and
But
right.
this particular user, what permissions are that matters there? For example, as you
Okay.
correct, if one have a full access, he can access everything because why? He didn't enable the MFA. Correct.
Okay. Yeah.
That's the reason we're
Yeah.
manipulating to install the MFA, right?
Yeah. Because the reason is in your case you have root user and as well as normal user. If
Correct.
it is like you have two users and one security, that is the reason I'm asking.
Correct.
Because
Why like that means because this root user is there, right? This account owner, I mean,
yes.
who given the access to me, right? That guy is a
Yeah.
different. That guy enabled himself as a MFA, but
Okay.
it's a predefined rule. I am also need to enable MFA, but why I didn't
Okay.
enable me? Because I have only one mobile. In that mobile, I already have MFA enabled for my office account.
Oh, understood.
So if I enable this, I'll get confused.
Yeah.
If
Yeah.
office account ask OTP, if I unfortunately this OTP if I enter, my account will get locked.
Yeah.
Got it? Like that. I
Got
mean,
it.
it's not the
Okay.
best practice, but we need to be enable the MFA. That's the best practice.
Okay. Okay.
Then, if you look at these resources, how many resources are there in my account? Means I have 4 groups are there, and 7 users are there, 22 roles are there, and 8 policies I created, along with 0 identity providers. I'll come to know that what is identity providers. I'll explain. Okay. So then, what's new in AWS IAM? These are the new things they enabled. If you look at with respect to IAM, these are the recent 5 months period. If you take, these are the activities they did. Then, if you look at right side things, then this is my account, this is the account number, and this is the alias name. I'll tell you that's how to generate this alias name anyway. Okay. And now one quick question: if suppose as a root user you know how to log in, you're going to log in, but as a normal IAM user, how that guy will going to log in? Because IAM users are not separate accounts; they are part of your AWS root account only. Kind of you are the father of those child accounts. The child accounts are IAM users.
Okay.
That means the childs whatever they do right, that will be
Yeah.
countable to you only.
Okay.
Like for example, at the end that your childs whatever they behave, at the end they'll reach to your home only. Correct. Same way,
Yeah.
if
Yeah.
in IAM whatever they do, everything will be in your account only. They're doing.
Yeah.
Okay. So how they're gonna log in then? For them, we need to give some predefined URL like this. I'll show that how to generate this URL and how to hand over that. Okay. That's a quick
But
brief.
normally,
Yeah.
but if you go to AWS management console itself, it
Mhm.
will ask 2 options, right? Sign in
Exactly.
as a user, sign in as a root. So
Correct.
do we still need to give this URL?
Definitely. That's a valid answer. Valid question. What is the significance of giving this one particularly means? So, for example, you never tried, so far you tried a root account, you selected a root user, you entered the email address and password, you logged in. Correct.
Yes.
Next
Yes.
time you try selecting an IAM user. Okay.
Okay.
It will ask. When you choose an IAM user, 3 things it will ask. First one, account number. Second one, username.
Okay.
Third one, password. But do you have these 3?
No.
So
Account ID. I
you don't
think.
have,
Yeah. I don't
because
have.
you first you want to log into that one account ID is must and should is asking, but somebody has to provide the account ID, right? That somebody means
Yeah.
user will going to provide the account ID. But do you able to remember that
Okay.
ID? Because there's a 12-digit number, it's kind of a bank account number. Will you able to remember that
Okay.
ID?
No.
No, that's the reason. If I share this URL, right, this URL free default come up with that particular account ID. So that just you
Okay.
want to add username and password, then person able to log in.
Okay. Okay. Super.
That
Shiva.
one, like that.
So,
Okay.
so this URL will be different for different users, or like it, if, for example, you have 5 IAM users in your account, for
Correct.
everyone, this ID will be common.
Common. Even if you have a 5,000 users, it's common. Then what is difference? Account, because understand like this. You're part of this account only.
Yeah, yeah,
This is the main account. This is a root account ID. Correct.
yeah,
So you are a child of this account, right? Then what will change?
yeah.
Username will change, right?
Okay, correct, correct.
5,000.
Username and password. Yeah,
Five
understood.
names I used to give, right? Remember, that's
Yeah,
the only uniqueness there. So if suppose I created a user with Ranga means only Ranga only present. I cannot be able to use another Ranga. I cannot create another user with
correct.
Ranga. It won't allow it to create. But what I can do, I
Okay,
can change the initial. I can give some other. I can add, but it should not be identical. It should not be same.
okay.
Understood? Like that.
Understood. Understood, Shiva.
So in this the best practices also reminders also we discussed that. Let's move on. Now let me hear what are the users, what is the groups, and those things we'll discuss. So we have a time period of 4 minutes. Okay, 4 minutes at least we'll see the theory. In next class we'll cover up the practical. Okay. So
Okay.
IAM users first thing. IAM users, as we already converted many things about users, there are two types of users, root user and along with IAM users. Then what are these IAM users? IAM users represents an individual person or application. Remember, IAM user represents individual person or application. Assigned security credentials for means this particular user we can assign the credentials, means username, password, access keys, like this we can able to allocate. So what are these, I mean, why passwords and access keys are required? Nothing but remember, passwords will use to log into GUI, graphical user interface, but access keys secrets where we need to use, that is for CLI, command line interface. Okay, can belong to a multiple IAM groups. Make sure this IAM user is there, right? This guy can belongs to multiple groups. Then let's will analyze what is groups then. Okay. Are you clear on the user, Ranga? Users are just
One doubt.
a
Only one doubt. You said users is an individual person or application. Application can be a user.
I'll tell you. That's the right question. So generally, we used to create a users, right? Those
Yeah.
users we can able to use for two functionalities. One, we can use that user to log into the account, and as a person, as a human, I mean to say, we can create
Okay.
a user, that user become a human. As a human, that guy can remember their username, password, and he can log in and he can able to do their activities. Okay, that we can call it as an individual person. Am I correct?
Yeah.
Then what is application then? I'll tell you. Application nothing but you created a one user, but that user does not have a username password. Remember properly, you created one user, but that particular don't have username password. If the person you created but there is no username password means, do you think that user can able to log in?
No.
No. Then that user is not a real user, not a human.
Mm-hmm.
That user
Yeah.
we used to call as headless user. Remember,
Headless user. Okay.
headless user. The headless user where we're gonna use, if without username password means definitely that user have a access key, secret access key. Okay, where we'll use that access key, secret access key means we can configure that access key, secret access key in the application. Application is just a server, one of the server where you host to the website. In that server, if you
Okay.
configure, what will happen? So that particular user will be interacting with the application, not a human. It will be interacting with the application to application. That's a place that will come into picture. Individual person is a human, application user as a headless user. You think you can recall like that?
I need some clarity on this, Shiva. At least the first one alone. Some the
You,
individual.
I said two types of users. One is head user, head-based user, headless user. You think like this.
Okay.
Two IAM users are there. One is head-based user, another one is headless user. Okay.
Okay.
Head-based user means we'll use that user to log into the AWS management console. like how you log in root account, right? Same way that user can able to log in and he can able to do day-to-day activities. That is head-based user. Then what is this headless user? Headless user does not have a username password, but that headless user have a access key and secret access key. Remember. Then we can use this access key, secret access key, and we can configure that access key, secret access key as a command line interface in the application. Application is one of the server, Linux server. Assume that you have a Linux server. Linux server, you configured access key, secret access key to interact with the AWS account via command line. That means headless users. What is
the access secret access key?
Secret access key means kind of a password. Secret access.
Headless secret.
Yeah. Like username is access key in the CLI. Password is secret access key in the CLI. That's conversions I'm making. Okay. Now you little bit clear. Headless user only CLI, head-based user for only for GUI.
So if I create any user account and in Active, I'm just asking you, if I create any user account in Active Directory, and if I don't specify any username and password for that user account, it's a headless account, correct?
Absolutely, we need to provide a name, but if you tell you didn't log in that user as a system, any of the system as a human, then that is headless user. If logged in as a user, then that is head-based user. Okay, because head-based user will use username, password, and everything, MFA code and everything. But this headless user does not have MFA, does not have username, password. What is there? Access key, secret access key will be there. Okay. I mean, once we do the practical, you'll get to know.
Okay, sure.
Can belong to a multiple IAM groups. You clear on this word?
Yeah.
Okay. Are we have a time or we can wind up?
We have. I think I'll have to go. Tomorrow also I'm having shift, Shiva. I don't want you to be hurry up also. So tomorrow is Tuesday. Wednesday is my night shift, so we have plenty of time. Thursday also night shift, so plenty of time. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday is my off. So you can take it. You don't need to hurry. I don't want you to stress yourself. So tomorrow I don't know, only 2 people in shift. If I can come, I'll come. Else then I'll keep you posted before itself. And during my night.
Yeah. Tomorrow I need to go to office. I'll be back maybe within the stipulated time. I'll be back. I mean, your 3:30 time. I'll be back anyway. Okay. So you can post me like if you're available. At least we can take 10, 20, 30 minutes like that. So if you're not available, no problem. Anyway, we have a Wednesday next. You have night shift, we said, right? We have a week of. Right?
Yeah, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday we have.
We can take up a little bit more time, maybe 1 hour, 1.5 hour, like this. Based on our time availability, we'll take up that.
Okay, Shiva.
Cool, then,
Shiva, yesterday's assignment you gave, what is the difference between AWS, GCP, and Azure? Difference is mostly with respect to cost and number of services, or what is the exact answer?
Many factors. I said one example I given. Free tier account.
Yeah, so free tier account, services, number of services,
reliability,
and then
user friendly,
and region also.
Number of regions.
That comes under reliability, I think.
Correct. Wide reachability to the audience, and then one more thing, like a market share.
What is that?
Market share. Like how many people
market share.
Particular one. Like this, there are plenty of ways we can consider.
Okay, Shiva.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. Cool then. Thank you, Ranga. Bye.
Thank you, Shiva.